Life's just one big story, right? But I suppose one where you get to decide where it starts and where it ends, which characters to include and which to leave out, whether to make it a comedy or a tragedy, funny or sad. Now, my story, my own story, starts in a school library and ends at a pub quiz. George's is a bit more, a bit less, and the others are kind of, but, well, I'm sure you'll make up your own minds. This story, our story, started on a wet Sunday evening.
Hello, yes, can everyone hear me? Can you hear me at the back?
At the pub quiz.
Yes, good, thank you. Okay, well then, folks, assuming he hasn't gone AWOL in the snug bar, Big Dave should already be on his way round to collect your money. £1 per person, winner takes all. And it's a big welcome back to some of our regular teams. The Moody Boos, the William G. Stewart Appreciation Society, the infamous Five.
That's us.
And the Flying Underpants.
Oh, don't ask.
Good, yes, okay. So, just a quick reminder of the rules. Teams of 4, 5, or even 6. 20 questions on an array of subjects: geography, sport, music, trivia, and so on. 2 points for each correct answer unless otherwise specified. And remember, folks, no cheating, no copying, no calling out, no phone a friend, okay? Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin.
Fast forward 5 minutes. When I arrive, damp, from a rain-sodden ride on a bike. Yes, the story starts when I was late for the quiz. Evening, everyone.
Hi.
So, how's the infamous Five?
Shh, it's already started.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I had to do some marking and it started tipping down and then I got caught at the bar and...
We thought you weren't coming.
Yes, sorry, George.
And as for this pair...
It's her.
Drop it.
B?
I've done nothing wrong.
You snapped at me.
We were running late. George would have no one here if we hadn't shown up.
It wasn't like that.
A perfect start to the evening.
Great. No Anne either?
No.
She's not well.
Oh, right. Well, can I get anyone a drink? Yeah. Rich, Jules?
Not now, please.
Well, I'll be quick.
I said stay here.
All right.
Okay, folks, just before we move on, I've been asked to repeat question 2.
You seem a bit tetchy tonight, George.
I just need you to stay here and listen.
Which 4 tournaments, that's 4 tournaments, make up the Golfing Grand Slam?
Do you know?
Ah, well, it's the Open, the US Open.
Not so loud.
Oh, sorry. US Open, the Masters and the PGA.
Ah, PGA, good. Jules, get them written down.
I am.
It's what I said.
You didn't.
George was unsure.
Just double checking.
Yeah, so what's up with Anne?
Bad cold or something.
More like pain in the neck. We're the infamous 4, thanks to her.
Right.
I just hope we don't get too many film questions.
Right.
Oh, put £1 in the pot for you.
Right. Cheers. Oh, right. Sorry. Here you are.
Thank you.
Now, drinks.
Let me give you a hand.
Tim, can't it wait?
Oh, we'll be quick, promise. And Jules and I headed across to the bar. She said nothing whilst I silently prayed that my Sunday evening would soon start to improve. And a bag of cheese and onion. Cheers.
I'll take these.
Thanks. Here. You quiet.
I'm fine.
Were you and Rich okay?
You know.
Or is there something going on?
What do you mean?
Well, no. It was just...
It's nothing, just Rich being rich.
Oh, right.
That's all.
Question 3.
We should be getting back.
What is chromophobia?
Look.
That's chromophobia.
if you ever want to talk or anything,
Tim,
well, you know, I'd be more than happy to.
honestly, I'm fine.
Right.
And you? You seem a bit distracted.
Yeah, well, it's just, Jules, can you, on the other side of the bar, is there a girl staring at me?
What?
Blonde, sitting on one of the stools.
Oh, well, I can't see anyone. Oh, hang on. Is she very young?
Yeah, that's her.
She turned away. Do you know her?
Well, no, yeah, but she, it's a long story. My story. The girl with undecided eyes. Last Friday, 6:30, alarm goes, wake up, do some marking in bed, 7:10, get up, have a shower, clean my teeth, get dressed, make some toast, time for one mouthful, 7:30, leave bed, sit, 8 o'clock, get to work, head for the staff room, grab a coffee, hear moans about the pay and who'd want to be a teacher, do some marking, 10 to 9, bell rings, make my way to the classroom, have a good weekend, sir, take register, bell rings, head off to lessons, 9 o'clock, the first dose of 6 of 30 kids each day ignoring you or worse. I mean, how do you tell someone off who works out, who's got a skinhead and can probably drink you under the table? And that's just the girls. No, I'm joking, right? But the girls can be a problem. 9:45, bell rings, one class out, one class in. Year 7s, reproductive organs. Oh, great. 10:30, bell rings, break time. Staff room, grab a coffee, hear moans about Ofsted and who'd want to be a teacher, do some marking. Mobile goes. A text, George, don't forget Sunday. Turn off phone, 10 to 11. Bell rings, year 10, double biology. 25 to 1, bell rings, lunchtime, finally. And then it happens. I was trying to get some marking done in the library when she appeared. Alison Chalmers, final year, got me cornered between the history and the reference sections and made her move. Pushed her leg between mine and revealing her thigh. Need some help with my homework, sir, she said. Could you give me a hand? And I looked at her. Blonde hair, smooth complexion. She looked a bit like, well, she looked a bit like Jules. And beautiful eyes. Blue, green, undecided. Her blouse was tight. I could make out the shape of her breasts, and I imagined touching them, touching her thigh, and I stared back into those eyes. Not now, Alison, I said, I'm busy. 8:05. Tonight, I walk in the bar and see her in the pub here. Alison Chalmers, final year at the bar, drinking. And I look at her, go up to her. She looks back. Not now, sir, she says. I'm busy. You know it?
Oh, of course, Fear of Colours. Oh, we've had it before. Took your time.
What?
No more wandering off, please.
Who's the wine for?
Me.
I thought you were driving tonight.
Since when?
You said you would drive.
Well, I changed my mind.
Question 4.
Last week, I drove last week.
Nice and easy.
Here we go.
What is the capital of Denmark?
It's,
Copenhagen? I turned to Jules. Geography was her specialist subject.
Yes.
is it?
Yes, you know it is.
I also know that you said you were going to drive.
Ah, good. 4 out of 4, I think. And see, people, teamwork's the key. What's that?
Marking.
Marking? Now?
Oh, I didn't get them all finished. I've got to hand them all back to the kids in the morning.
Tomorrow. Oh, excellent.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, Tim, please. Oh, all of you. We need to concentrate. We've got a quiz to win. Please, people, concentrate. Concentrate.
George, it's only a game.
Yeah.
We've got to win.
We never win.
Now listen.
It'll be the flying underpants again.
We've got to.
Sure, relax, George.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Who cares if we win or lose? It's only a bit of fun.
Fun, fun. How can you call it fun when there's that bunch over there with their smug remarks?
The flying underpants.
They've been picking on George ever since he got here.
Oh, you're right. I thought I heard some comments when I walked in. But what's all this about?
Okay, question 5.
Hold on.
Who performed Love Shine a Light, the 1997 Eurovision winner for the UK?
Rich? He always does the music.
Katrina and the Waves.
What?
Yeah, it's Katrina and the Waves.
Sad.
But true.
More sad than true.
Jules, are you...
I told you I'm fine.
She wasn't. I could see tears welling up in her eyes, her teeth biting down on her lower lip, hard.
Jules, do you want to go outside? Talk, yeah?
No, I'm fine.
Jules?
Rich, she's fine. She wants to stay.
George,
Tim, leave it.
I need you both here tonight, all of you, to beat them.
who?
Them.
The underpants.
Why are you letting them get to you? They're always taking the...
It was last week, do you remember? I stayed back for a drink after you left and had a word with them. Said that they had marked one of our answers incorrectly. We should have got at least one more point. Remember? For putting Dennis Nielsen down as the Black Panther.
It was Donald Nielsen.
Yeah.
I know that now, but we virtually got it half of it right. We should have got another point.
But it's a completely different person, George. It's like being asked who played Moses in the Ten Commandments and putting down Charlton Athletic. You might get half of it correct, but it's completely wrong.
Completely wrong. You're being facetious, Tim. It's not like that at all.
Oh, George.
That point would have given us a draw.
So what did they say?
Well, they started winding me up, didn't they? Said I was a bad loser.
Question 6.
I mean, me? A bad loser?
At which Olympic Games did Steve Redgrave... Sorry, folks. Sir Steve Redgrave win his first gold medal?
It's...
Well, no, we can work this out.
Yeah, how many did he win?
I don't know.
So, that was at which Olympic Games did Sir Steve Redgrave win his first gold medal?
5. His last one was in the coxless 4. Before then, he'd won 3 in the pairs, 2 with Pinsent and one other. And before that, it was in a 4 again.
So that's...
98?
4.
Right, 1984, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, excellent. Did they get it too, Jules? Did they?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Please, pay attention.
George, what's up with you tonight? What actually did they say to you last week?
Last week, well, they were going on saying we would never win, and I said they were talking rubbish, reckoned that this week would be our week and that we'd beat them. And then they asked if I was prepared to put my money where my mouth was, and I said yes, and we shook on it. And
You had a bet with them that we would beat them in the quiz tonight.
We never win.
I've been drinking
How much?
3 or 4 pints.
No. How much money did you bet?
Yeah.
£1,000.
You're joking.
£1,000.
You can't afford that.
I know.
Why did you agree to it then?
I wasn't thinking. They said it had an amount that made it worthwhile.
Oh, George.
You don't want to mess with them yet. They can look after themselves. They'll hold you to it. They've got connections.
I know.
The Moody Boots had a bet with them a while back and ended up buying their drinks for a month.
I know.
Then you're stupid.
I know. And that's why
Question 7.
I need you to concentrate, people. No marking, no arguing, no nothing, please.
An old favourite of mine.
I'm depending on you.
Name the actors who portrayed the original Magnificent Seven. 1 point for each.
Yes, a 7-pointer. Should be easy. Right, get writing, Jules. Yul Brynner.
Yeah, James Coburn.
James Coburn. Robert Vaughan. Charles Bronson. Brad Dexter. Always a tricky one.
Lee Van Cleef.
Steve McQueen.
Hold on, Lee Van Cleef wasn't in the Magnificent Seven.
He was.
No, George is right. He wasn't.
Don't you start on me again.
He may have been in one of the sequels, but he wasn't in the original.
Well, Lee Marvin then.
Yeah, he was in The Dirty Dozen.
Are you sure it wasn't Lee Van Cleef?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's Brynner, Coburn, Vaughan, Bronson, Dexter, McQueen.
Van Cleef.
It's not Lee Van Cleef.
Well, who is it then, smartass?
It will come to me. We could do with Anne here.
If you don't know, we might as well put down Lee Van Cleef.
We're not going to write it down because I know it's not right.
Oh.
Okay, folks.
We can come back to it later.
Question 8. How many hearts does an earthworm have?
Oh, it's
100, 10, or none?
Science, my subject. 10. It's 10.
10. I like it. Write it down, Jules. It fits with the first rule of pub quizzes. Given a choice, always go for the middle option.
But what about if there's only 2 options to choose from?
Question 9.
Jules, take it from me. There are always an option of 3.
What is stored in a camel's hump?
Yeah.
Water or fat?
Ah,
Fat. I'm pretty sure it's fat.
I was going to say that.
fat. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes.
Or is it water?
It's fat.
Just have this horrible feeling it's one of those trick questions. You're supposed to think it's water, but you know it could be a bluff and it's really fat. But then there's that nagging doubt that it's a double bluff and it's actually water after all.
Yeah. Say that again.
They want you to say one thing and you think it's something else, when in fact...
George, it's fat.
He's right, it is.
Because you'd know.
It's Jules, shh, please, both of you. You're confusing me.
Jules stared at me in despair, but not about George. No, I could tell. It was Rich. She was thinking about Rich.
My story. The photograph. We tried to speak earlier. I tried to talk to him. He got in a mood. So it was all in my head. What was wrong with me? What was my problem? What was my flaming problem? I tried to explain. Rich, you seem distant. Things that you used to like seem to annoy you now. How I'd iron your shirts, butter your toast, kiss you on the back of your neck as you sleep, you know? None of it seems good enough. And he shrugged. And I got upset. Picked up the picture and threw it at him, hit the wardrobe, and the frame smashed on the floor. He looked at it, looked at me. Hold me, I thought. Hold me. And he looked at me, and then he left. We need to get going, he said. George will be getting worried. And I sat there on the floor. Glass, splinters in my fingers, picture ripped, blood stained, tear stained, damaged. I like geography questions. I did a degree in it and got a first. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to tell everyone, anyone, call them and told them how I had done, but who to ring? Who to ring? I felt daft, you know, standing there, gown, mortarboard, slightly drunk, Rich and all the others laughing at me, all in the same boat. We looked so stupid and happy, and you could have your photograph taken too. Everybody went up with their parents, their brothers, sisters, grandparents, and then it was my turn. Do you want your family in it? The photographer asked. Your parents here? No, I said. Just me. Just me. And I took up a pose and smiled. Smiled the widest smile I could. I put the photograph in a frame, you know, keep it by my bed, look at it each morning. There's me, and there's the space behind each shoulder. That's where Mum and Dad would have been. That's where Mum and Dad are. Ripped, blood-stained, tear-stained, damaged.
George, it's fat. A camel carries fat in its hump.
Question 10.
I'll leave it blank.
One for the under fives.
We can come back to it later.
In the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie?
That's
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds.
20, 24, that's it. Well done. Get it down. Okay, people, we need to step on it. The underpants looking confident. We've already got a couple of gaps. Still looking for one more in the Magnificent Seven.
I can see him.
I can too.
Well, ask him his name then.
Funny.
Is Anne definitely coming? Not coming, she no.
I don't think so.
No, she's not.
Okay then, look, well, we've got Yul Brynner, Charles Bronson, Robert Vaughan.
Lee Van Cleef.
Jules, will you please shut up about Lee Van bloody Cleef, okay? Lee Van Cleef never was and never will be in the Magnificent Seven. Do you understand me?
Sod off!
Jules.
Sod off too!
And she stood up and headed out past the bar. Rich, you shouldn't you?
Nice one, yeah.
What?
I'm going after her.
And then there were two.
Don't give me that look. She started it.
Oh, sometimes you can be such an idiot.
Okay, question 11.
I hope they're not going to be long.
By what other name is the abominable snowman known?
Yeti,
Yeah.
definitely. Tim, can you please leave that marking? You'll need to write the answers now.
What about you?
I need to focus. Well, we both need to focus.
Well, all I could think of and all I could focus on was through the pub window. I watched Jules standing there, alone, in the rain. Beautiful Jules. And then I saw Rich go out of the pub, go over to her, nervously putting his hand over her shoulder.
What are you doing out here?
Go away.
Jules.
Don't.
It's raining.
Leave me alone.
Jules didn't mean it. Yeah, you know what he's like. I think the bet's getting to him.
Yeah, sure.
He gets so worked up, doesn't he? Like a caged animal in it for a couple of hours, hasn't it?
Not George.
No?
It's us, you know? It's not working, is it? I don't know why, but it's not working between us anymore.
No, it's not.
What's wrong, Rich? How can you be so horrible to me? Talk to me as if you don't care.
Please.
These last few weeks, you seem, I don't know.
Jules.
Is it something I've said, done? Tell me, you know? Tell me what it is. We can sort it out. Rich. Is there someone else? Please, say something.
I don't love you anymore, Jules. Sorry, yeah. I don't know what it is, what to say. I just don't love you. I'm going back in. Don't be long, yeah?
It's Chamberlain.
George, whatever you say, something's up.
What?
Jules, she's been upset all evening.
Yeah, I know. That time of the month.
No. Look, I saw them last year after the quiz, kissing, cuddling at the far end of the car park.
Car park? Rich and Jules?
I watched for a bit.
Herbert?
Oh, and then a car drew up. Headlights hit them as it passed. For a second, I could see them much better. And well, it wasn't Rich kissing Jules. He was with someone else. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, it's definitely Chamberlain.
George.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Ah, good evening, Rich. Nice of you to join us.
His face was drained of colour, his hair dripping wet from the rain. He sat and said nothing.
You've only missed 2 questions. Prime Minister at the end of the war, Chamberlain, not Churchill, and a geography one. Where's Jules? She'll know.
George.
Gone outside, yeah. She wanted some fresh air.
Fresh air? In the middle of the quiz? Hope she gets a move on. We need her. Unless, of course, you know the highest mountain in the world.
No, I'm afraid not.
Of course. The underpants will know it.
Yeah, they do look confident.
Don't make eye contact with them. Too late. Yes, we're doing very well, thank you. Tossers. We're going to need to fill in some gaps and fast, people, or I'm going to lose £1,000. £1,000 I don't actually have. What do we need?
Well, the Magnificent Seven.
I can see him. Hispanic looking. Young. The last one that Yul Brynner recruits. I think he died recently.
Question 14.
Help me out here, people.
Children's television. What was the real name of the cartoon character Hong Kong Phooey?
Oh, Henry, the mild-mannered janitor.
Yeah.
No. Henry.
No, that's what he said.
No, Tim said Henry. It's Henry.
Penry?
That's right.
Penry? Well, what kind of name's Penry?
The kind of name that crops up in pub quizzes to catch people like you out. And it's correct. Right then, what else? Let me see. Question 9. What does a camel have in its humps? Fat or water?
It's definitely fat. Which, of course, it was. But George always had a way of making you question yourself. This way of making you, doubt creep into your mind.
Fat? Sure.
Yes. Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to be absolutely certain. So almost back on track. I'll shut those flying underpants up. Any other gaps?
Question 12.
Oh, highest mountain in North America. Rich, any idea how long Jules will be?
No, sorry.
You could really do with this, for this one. How much fresh air does that woman need?
Well, do you want me to go and see how she's...
Tim, sit down. I need you here. I need both of you here. Now.
Is she all right?
I don't know.
Are you all right?
Yeah, of course. We're both all right. My favourite memory, actually, I'm not very good at telling stories. It's not my thing yet. I mean, I could try and talk about something from my past, a memory, talk about my favourite memory, yeah. But I don't know. It's just not my thing. Joining Cubs, black tractor with a broken wing, making wishes, making mince pies, kittens in the garden, falling off my grifter with an ice pop in my hand, pear drops, day trip to France, eating frog's eggs and being sick, starting university, cheap vodka jelly, getting high and playing old records late at night, kissing Jules for the first time, total eclipse of the heart, scoring a hat-trick and Jules missing every one. My red Ford Escort that would never start, but Arsenal doing the double. Skinny dipping in Ibiza. Jules egging me on and then bottling out at the last minute. The two-parter, me, Gunners forever. Jules, Dolphin in the small event. The only I get to see. The first time we took part in the quiz, we got talking to George at the bar and he insisted we form a team. George panicking and changing All our right answers to wrong ones. Tim with his head in a book. Jules finding it all hilarious. And Anne. Anne. I could tell you about the first time I saw Anne. But I don't know. I'm not very good at telling stories. Besides, it doesn't seem appropriate.
It's
Well, it's the
I don't know.
80s. It's the 80s.
84?
too close to the Falklands.
85 then?
Oh, we can work this out. It was just before Christmas. I remember mistletoe and wine was on the charts. Rich?
88 then.
1988. Excellent. Tim, did you get that?
Yeah. But I didn't. I was distracted. It was Jules.
Rich!
Jules?
Oh, we wondered where you got to. Now, we're doing rather well, but we need your expertise. Do you know what the highest mountain in North America?
Rich, you bastard!
Jules!
She's not ill, is she?
Jules?
I called Anne. She assumed that you had told me everything. She's not ill. She's sitting at home waiting for you, isn't she?
Look, nothing's actually happened between us yet. Yeah, I was going to explain.
Forget it, Rich! I'm going!
Jules!
You think she'll be coming back?
Oh, George.
Add question 16, folks.
What?
By which name is singer James Jules Osterberg better known?
Who?
And I'll just repeat that for the table in the corner. James Jules Osterberg.
Ah,
By which name is singer James Jules Osterberg better known?
it's
But George didn't.
It's Iggy Pop.
Tim. Get that down.
Rich, are you all right?
Okay, people, just 4 questions left, and we still need the Magnificent Seven. I know it. I know I do. Oh, and the mountain in America. Tim, any ideas?
Sorry. Rich, why don't you go after her?
Good idea.
I can't.
I'm sure she'll know it.
George.
They're going to win. I know they are. They never drop more than a point.
Question 17.
And then I'm going to lose the bet.
Which metal is liquid at room temperature?
I knew it. It's mercury.
Oh, mercury. Good. Well done.
But once again, I really wasn't paying attention. You see, she was back like a joke with 2 punchlines.
Jules?
Sorry, Rich. There was something I forgot.
Hey, that's my drink. That was my drink.
Jules? Please, Jules, let me explain.
Goodbye, Rich. I'll be gone by the time you get home.
Stop, Jules. Wait. There was something.
It's Mount McKinley, George. Happy now?
Yes.
Oh, George.
What?
And the beer seems to be really flowing with the infamous 5 tonight. Seriously, folks, show's over. Back to business. Question 18.
Rich, you should go home.
Who had a top 50 entry in the charts in 1967 with When I'm 64?
Ah, Tim, it's the Beatles.
Kenny Ball and his jazz man.
What?
It's not the Beatles, it's Kenny Ball and his jazz man.
Are you sure?
The Beatles never released it as a single.
You are a genius. Tim, did the Underpants get it?
Go home, Rich.
Did they?
You're right, it wasn't meant to happen like this. I'm going after her.
But we've only got 2 questions left. Couldn't you just hang on?
George!
I'll see you later.
And off he went, leaving just me and...
Oh, well, that's it then. You may as well get on with your marking. We can't win with just the 2 of us. What happens if another music question comes up? Or a geography one? We won't have a clue. I suppose, technically, we could phone either of them up. I mean, they've paid their £1, but how would you prove it was actually them on the...
Are you on another planet to me? Jules has just left, Rich. I'm worried about her. Them.
Them? Worry about me. Where am I going to get £1,000 from? Answer me that.
But I couldn't.
Go on, answer me that. My story. Sandwiches in the photocopier. Look, I've always been competitive. Enjoy my football and used to like athletics. Not taking part, just watching. Helping at the local club, starting the races, measuring the jumps, generally helping out. A colleague introduced me to it, someone I knew from the trading estate. I was a clerical officer, bookkeeping, invoicing, that sort of thing. Liked the job, but never really felt I belonged, fitted in. I tried hard, but I'm not sure. Must be me. But it wasn't always me. There were those two lads from the warehouse always trying to wind me up, calling me Georgie Porgy, and hid my briefcase in the skip, my sandwiches in the photocopier, just because I was different, wasn't like them. One time they were in the office trying to impress a couple of the secretaries, Kathy and Louise, asking them what they thought of me. Would they sleep with me? Did they think I was sexy? I tried to ignore them. I didn't much like that. One of them came over to me, belched in my face. His mate laughed. Kathy and Louise laughed. I panicked. Afterwards, I said that I thought he was going to hit me, but as the human resources manager replied, there was no real evidence of that. No justifiable reason. That's what she said. No justifiable reason why I should pull out a gun and point it in his face. Point it in his face and tell him I was going to kill him if he didn't leave me alone. I tried to explain it was only a starting pistol. I was going to athletics practice straight from work, and to his credit, they didn't sack me. Instead, I was suspended on full pay, invited to a disciplinary hearing and given a final warning. But by then, rumours had spread. I felt like everyone was laughing at me behind my back, thinking I was some sort of madman, psycho, lunatic. So I decided to leave. Thought it would be easy to find something else. I was wrong. Found myself drifting from temporary work to job centre, from daytime TV quizzes to sitting in the pub.
Okay, nearly there, folks. Question 19. Who wrote the book, The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells.
What you complaining about anyway? We've done all right.
Talk about lousy timing. We could have won tonight if we'd all been here.
Oh, you are unbelievable.
What about next week? I can't imagine they'll all come. And if I had to choose, I'm sorry, but we need Rich and Anne in the team more than we need Jules.
Oh, George.
I mean, I know Jules has just lost Rich, but so have we. And arguably, right now, our loss is greater.
Here, take the answer sheet.
Tim?
I'm going to get another drink. And finally, George was the infamous one.
Drink. Fine. I mean, don't worry about me. I mean, this is supposed to be a team effort. Don't let that worry you.
Last one, ladies and gentlemen. Question 20. In what year did decimalisation of British currency take place?
Easy.
When you've finished writing down your answers, please swap with another table.
Yeah, all right. Copenhagen, yep. Katrina and the Waves, yep. Los Angeles.
And if anyone would like me to repeat any more of the questions, speak now, forever hold your peace.
That, not water. Chamberlain, not Churchill.
I assume you knew the last one.
Oh, of course, pub quiz standard, everyone knows it. You were quick.
Well, there was someone at the bar, someone I was trying to avoid.
What?
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, how do you think we've done?
Well, I reckon they could all be correct. Apart from Magnificent Seven, we've still only got 6. It just isn't going to be enough.
Now, George, listen, right? I might have some interesting news for you. I just overheard one of the flying underpants. They reckon they've done well, but they can't think of all the Magnificent Seven either. They're one short too.
One short?
Well, that would make it a tie, right? You know, you'll be joint winners.
Yes. Oh. But that's not good enough, Tim. The bet was that we would win and beat them. It won't be good enough. I thought you were getting a drink.
Well, no, I changed my mind. And I'm worried about Jules and Rich. I'm going to go after them.
You're leaving?
And I've got all this marking to do.
Leaving me on my own? But what about the bet?
Oh, well, there's not a lot I can do about that. Good luck. I'll call you.
Oh, brilliant.
Except I didn't leave. I passed the bar, past the Quizmaster, past Alison Chalmers.
And if you haven't already done so, please swap your answer sheet with another table now.
And then I pause at the door, stand there and watch George across the pub, twitching in desperation.
What? No, not ready yet. Brunner, Coburn, Vaughan, Bronson, Dexter, McQueen, and hold on, I can't think.
Okay, folks, has everybody swapped their answers?
I watched George nervously looking around for help, some kind of divine intervention.
Remember, last one to swap buys me a double.
No, not ready, not quite ready.
Please swap your answer sheets now.
And then George stands.
No, I won't. I'm still thinking. Give me more time. Lost my team, haven't I? I'm not ready yet. That okay? I have a problem with that? Well, do you? Good. Glad to have your attention.
Will the remaining member of the infamous five please get down from the table?
No, you're going to listen to me, all of you. You see, every week I come to this quiz and all I want to do is win. Forget the taking part. It's more important than that. It is. There's this stupid bet, and I imagine winning it, winning the money, watching your faces as they handed it over. Imagine paying off my credit card, my rent. And it's not just about the money. I'm sick of being second best. I want to win once, just to win once. What's so bad about that? And I'm sick of being laughed at, okay? Behind my back, the brunt of all your jokes. So go on then, laugh at me, to my face. Go on, I can't hear you, can't. Sorry, my mistake, there's a murmur over there from the underpants, the flying underpants. Very amusing name, people. So you think I'm funny, do you? Like to wind me up? Funny to laugh? Well, I'll give you something to laugh at.
And it's then that George takes out the gun.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Something wrong? Well, I don't care, because I'm sick of you. Sick of the lot of you.
Slowly, in front of everyone, he turns the gun towards himself and pushes it into his mouth. Nobody moves. He closes his eyes and goes to press the trigger when...
Horst Buchholz, Yul Brynner, James Coburn, Robert Vaughan, Charles Bronson, Brad Dexter, Steve McQueen, and Horst bloody Buchholz.
That's how I remember it happening. George, on the other hand, well, would later say it was simply he thought of the missing name with seconds to spare, and that he won by 1 point, coolly going up to the flying underpants and collecting the money before heading out the door. Well, that's how George likes to tell it. And why shouldn't he? You know, it's his story, right? And us, the infamous five, well, we never took part in the quiz again. It didn't seem appropriate anymore. Not now. And I think George liked it that way, retiring as champions, unbeaten champions. I never saw Rich or Anne again. I saw Jules once, one Saturday in town, saw her walking towards me, and I thought about asking her if she fancied a drink or something. But she didn't stop. Simply smiled politely, carried on down the road. And George, well, one Sunday evening, some months later, I'd finished my schoolwork and headed down to the pub. Late, of course. The quiz had started, and there he was, sitting at the bar, pride of place, the whole pub hanging on his every word, his mouth tight to the microphone.
Now, concentrate, people. Question 5, bit of a tricky one. Which member of the royal family is 8th in line to the throne?